Hey guys, I'm going to just continue to ask you guys to check out my Patreon. The link will be down below, and I would love to have you guys join me here. I am starting to post on here, so please check it out and become a member. Thank you guys. So today I am going to be drawing one of my best friends' OCs and my OC together. But I'm going to have a discussion here. So the discussion today will be about my opinion on this topic, and it will be, why is art so expensive? So I was reading an article today by the same name, Why is art so expensive? And I will leave the link in the description below, that way you guys can check it out as well. So basically it was saying that the reason why art is expensive is because of supply and demand. Which makes sense because, if something's really expensive, there's a high demand for it, and people just want money, and people will pay any amount of money for it. They go on to say things like, a lot of the expensive things are by people who have died, like Picasso and stuff like that. But then when I was reading that, my head was like, but there's plenty of people that are still alive today that create things, and they did say that as well. But the issue I'm having with what I read, which I could have read it wrong, honestly, someone can read it and tell me if I did. In my opinion, art should still... I feel like art is more of a... Obviously, the person buying it is very... how do I explain it? They're very picky choosy kinda. And just because you think that you put a lot of time and effort into something, they're still gonna say the exact same thing that all of us love hearing, that they could do it too. And the issue I have with that is, yeah, you're gonna say that. They will say that, and it's going to hurt you. You could have spent hours and hours on something, your best work, and someone's gonna come up and say that to you. Or they're gonna come up and say, I'm not paying that for what you just did. Even though no one else has done something that you just did. Well, but in the world today, we all know that it has been done. No one is ever going to create something that hasn't been done before anymore. Everything has something that is similar to it, so yeah. So they also say that people think that the price of most things is going to be based on the demand of something, obviously, like I said before. And because no one actually needs art, you don't need it. It is something that you will buy because you want it. The demand for it is actually a lot higher than we would think, and it's very one-sided, pretty much. While the person who creates the artwork can also be the one choosing how much something costs, they also have to look at their skill set. They have to look at their audience and decide, is it worth it to make it cost so much? And the thing that sucks about that is someone like me, who does not have a large audience and still tries to make money, I have to price anything I make low. And it sucks because I do a lot more than just draw My Little Pony and anime characters. I do create a lot of stuff. It's just that I don't show it on my page because it's harder to record that stuff. I have my stuff up in a gallery, and the thing that sucks that is, nobody knows who I am still. I am still very unknown to the world, but I know that that is still something I have to get over, because the world's huge and I'm still young, so hopefully someday I'll get up there. But the other thing that I have noticed is that a lot of famous artists who make a lot of money off of their stuff are already dead. They don't become famous until after they die. The other thing that kind of sucks is that unless you come from a family of wealth, it's a lot harder to make that money that you want. I mean, unless you're someone like me and don't really care if you make money off your work, it's okay. It's fine, because like I'm just doing this for a hobby, and yeah, it's nice if I can get extra off of it, but you know. So the price of artwork comes down to how much time you're putting into it, what your materials were, and basically who you're selling it to. That's how I look at it. The way I price my work is how long I'm working on it and what it is. Like if it's really difficult for me to draw, I'm going to price it a little bit higher than I normally would. It took me longer to make, that's probably why. And something like this that's digital, I'm not gonna price as high, because it's not like I need a million materials, unless of course I had to print it out and ship it somewhere. Normally whenever I make things and I had to ship them, I'm going to charge you more because shipping is expensive anymore. It kind of sucks that like things like modern art are able to sell so easily, and it's just a plain piece of material. We all know the famous paintings of just blank canvases that we see in modern art museums. Those things sell for millions of dollars. And then there are people who literally sweat to death in a garage trying to work on something, and they can't even sell their beautiful painting of a forest or whatever for $100. I feel like the world we live in is kind of one-sided. Like I said before, I feel like I am now just going to start rambling, but honestly, I feel like I'm kind of like putting myself in a corner here. There are gonna be, obviously art is in the eye of the beholder, like whoever, you like what you like, you don't like what you like. I feel like art takes effort, and art is able to be learned by anyone. It's just the point of doing it. It's hard to do, and people don't understand that you can't just wake up one day and decide that you're an artist because you can just, pick up a canvas and cover the entire thing in paint with no real idea what you're doing. While there might be something to you to that, because to you, you're gonna say you're an abstract artist, I feel like if there's no story behind something, then what's the point? To me, art tells a story. There's a point behind it. Obviously, I may be wrong. Some people are going to say differently than me. So when I am pricing something, I'm pricing my artwork for the story. I'm pricing it for what I'm making you. You tell me, draw you a picture of a landscape with some birds and stuff. There's a story here. I don't know what's going on in the story, but for me, I'm connecting to it for a reason. You guys should be doing the same. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the world is disconnecting from what real art really is and what we think it should be. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's a world that is just so set in its way anymore that we can't really say things. And because I haven't gone to art school and stuff, which I always tell people, I feel like they look down on my opinion whenever I say these things. They say that you didn't go, so you don't know what you're talking about. No, I have an opinion. I'm a human being too. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me how you feel about it. other than that, I just feel like it's a good discussion that we can have. So, why do you guys think that art is so expensive, besides what I just said? Or if you agree with me, go ahead and say that. You agree that maybe we need to tone it down a little bit and decide that art should be priced how we want to price it, and not just because of how the rich are able to afford certain things. So, see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.